What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. As you guys know, I did a huge $1,000 plus silver giveaway once I hit 40,000 subscribers. I had actually 6 winners, and it was a great time. Well, the fun isn't over. I'm going to do another giveaway at 43,000 subscribers, and then a huge one at 45,000, and then the grand finale at 50,000. So stay tuned. Make sure you click that subscribe button because there's tons of giveaways coming in the near future, and trust me, you do not want to miss these. Now, look at this rally. Look at this. We got gold, silver, platinum, and palladium in the green. Silver, $26.28. It looks like we might be approaching $27 again, and I think when that happens, everyone's going to come flooding back in the silver market because they need that validity that silver is profitable, that it can be a real investment. And from the Reddit short squeeze, it looks like people already have a hint that silver is that. Now, we got an article from FX Empire talking about how silver markets scream higher. I mean, this stuff isn't just made up. We have charts proving, looking at historical patterns, incorporating that with the modern day economics, and also what that could mean for precious metals, especially silver looking forwards. And when I say silver, I found this other article from Financial Express, which is an outside source, not always talking about precious metals, but they're talking about why silver is a good investment and comparing it to gold, why silver is better than gold. You can see this flower pot, silver's going up, gold's going down. So it's interesting to see that even other outside sources that don't usually talk about gold and silver even see silver as the one to come out on top. Then we have another article we're going to be going over talking about how silver production is set to the first annual rise in half a decade. That's big news. That is big news, and I think people, miners, are starting to realize, hey, we need silver. We need silver. It's not just to put a pretty penny in our pocket, digging up gold, lead, zinc. Silver is a byproduct, but we actually need silver, and this is getting serious because there's been a massive shortage from the U.S. Mint to APMEX to dealers all across, and silver demand is skyrocketing. So anyways, make sure you smash that subscribe button. The links to these articles will be in the description. So they're talking about how silver breaking through this $27 followed by the $28 level would go to the 30s and probably to the $50 mark relatively soon. And that's because of the fundamental, the flooding aspect of people when they see that something is rising. News sources, YouTube videos, friends, family, cat, dog, everyone's talking about silver. Everyone's trying to get in, even when it's the highest. It doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be buy low, sell high. But when the price is high, that's when everyone's trying to get in, get a slice of the silver pie because they feel like they're missing out. So as economic revival is pulling down gold prices, international prices of silver are at 4-year highs due to an increased industrial uses, presenting a good investment opportunity now. We're still way before the curve, right? We're still way before the curve. Only 1% of the global population owns precious metals. We're the 1%ers. 1%. So often silver is considered the poor cousin of gold, the devil's metal, the riskier, higher risk metal. But those silver prices normally move in tandem with gold, but recently silver's been glittering brighter than gold as the latter prices have entered into correction zones since January this year. Now, what does that mean? That means that silver is strongly outperforming gold, and we have proof of that. Numbers don't lie. The gold to silver ratio was 125 to 1 last March, and now it's a lot lower, meaning that silver has literally been outperforming gold by like 50, 60, 70 points. That's a pretty large extent, but it still has more room to run. Silver's outperformed the yellow metal this year, especially post-COVID. And after the bull run in 2020, gold prices started stabilizing, but after silver was traded 47% higher than last year, it's still going up. Gold, it's like a volcano. Two different volcanoes. Gold volcano, silver volcano. Gold volcano's already exploded. Gold hit $2,000, the highest it's ever been, ever. 5,000 years of money. That's the highest price gold's ever been. Silver, that wasn't even half of it. Silver still has a long room to run. Silver's volcano hasn't erupted yet. It's still bubbling and it's gaining more steam, more pressure, so the explosion is going to be even bigger. After the bull run in 2020, gold prices started stabilizing. So when we're talking about stability, silver is taking on a life of its own. Why is silver in demand? Silver is quite different from gold in many different respects, right? Why is the price of silver so directly correlated to the price of gold when they're used for two completely different things? It doesn't make sense. First and foremost, unlike gold, silver gets used up and is then gone forever. Most silver gets thrown away. Most gold is recycled, resurfaced, rescrapped, reused. All the gold that's in jewelry and earrings and stuff, it gets pawned, it gets sold back. So it gets melted and it gets reused. Silver, though it's in these laptops and stuff, gets thrown away. So the recirculating supply of silver is very low, while the recirculating supply of gold is very high. So even though it comes out of the ground roughly 8 to 1, 12 to 1, it's actually lower than that because most silver that gets dug up is getting thrown away and not recycled. People don't incorporate that when they're looking at the gold to silver ratio or the ratio of it coming out of the Earth's crust. So it is used in various industries, especially in manufacturing and industrial fabrication, since it does not corrode and has solid thermal conductivity properties. Silver is the most conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity and even light sensitivity. Nothing performs like silver, especially for as cheap as it is. It's extensively used in products such as electric switches, relays, batteries, water purification systems, paints, computer, motherboards, etc., owing to its natural antibiotic properties and used as a key input in dentistry. Right? Dental alloys, medical wall paint, there's colloidal silver, especially moving forwards with electric vehicles, 5G towers, silver lithium-ion batteries, solar panels. I mean, it's used in everything. So why can't supply be enhanced? Good question. While there is a lot of demand for silver, it cannot be mined more because of a simple reason. The cost of mining. To mine 1 ounce of silver as a primary metal, the cost associated is similar to that of mining 1 ounce of gold. But silver is $27 an ounce and gold is $2,000. So why would they waste money looking for something that's 67 times less valuable? Or why wouldn't they look for gold that's 67 times more valuable if it costs the same to mine? They're going to get a lot more money getting $2,000 an ounce of gold instead of just $27 an ounce of silver. Now you see why silver is found as a byproduct. It's found by accident. They're not looking for silver, but if they find some silver, they'll take it. They're not looking for it, though. See, it even says right here, silver is mined as a byproduct by accident. Around 600 million ounces of silver mined each year, whereas the industry consumes about 870 million ounces, and the gap is increasing. Talk about scarcity. Talk about a silver shortage. Say it's not real. Why do you think these premiums on these American Eagles are so high? Because it's scarce. U.S. Mint sold out of American Eagles. This stuff isn't made up. So what are the risks? It can be purchased in the physical form, such as coins, bars, ornaments, but this mode has its own limitations because silver is bulkier than gold and needs additional storage space. You can fit $100,000 of gold in a shoebox. You cannot do that with silver, right? So gold does have a couple pros that silver doesn't have, but when you're looking at the grand scheme of things, silver still is a much better investment. That's why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. Silver production to set its first record annual rise in half a decade. Silver, like just about anything else, saw a downturn in 2020 due to this pandemic. But experts are predicting a production boost this year. And rightfully so, they better. Global silver production is forecast to rise by 8.1% to 918 million ounces in 2021. It says global silver mine production fell by an estimated 2.4% in 2020, down to 850 million ounces, thanks to the impacts of this pandemic. We do have Joe Biden excessive spending, throwing out trillions in stimulus, but also trillions into the green energy sector, right? This green energy revolution, zero emissions by 2025, 2030. The whole world's jumping on board, throwing trillions into this project, and that's also probably going to motivate miners to look up silver or dig up silver as well. Now, the world's top 3 producers, Mexico, Peru, China, Chile, were all hit by the pandemic and suffered lockdowns and restrictions that impeded mining work, right? This pandemic shut down Mexico and Peru hard. Those 2 countries alone accumulate 40% of the global silver production. That's extremely alarming. And not only just the production, then when they come back, limited workers, all these safety precautions, but then distributing the silver across the globe is also hard because there's all these borders, these border, boundaries and lockdowns, and it just is a mess. So, driving factors, as three aforementioned countries are expected to lead the silver revival, with combined production in Mexico, Peru, China alone expected to increase 393 million ounces in 2021 to 443 million ounces by 2024. So, projects with potential to commence operations during the forecast period include the Corani project in Peru, and it's received all regulatory approvals. So we are going to get some silver, getting produced and shipped around. But we're already in the negative, right? We're just digging up this silver now for the next couple of years to break even with the shortage we're already at. So we're still behind. We're still going to be behind, right? If you're 7 years behind, we've been cutting back silver production for the last 6-7 years by the hundreds of millions of ounces. So the silver we're digging up now is still making up for that. And then if you want to incorporate the SLV, the ETF side of it, which are all technically supposed to be able to trade in shares for physical silver, we would be, the SLV got what, 1 billion ounces sold? We don't have that. Just like money, right? We don't have $27 trillion to hand out for stimulus, but we do it anyways. The SLV is the same thing. What happens if people try to turn in those contracts? What would happen? What would happen if the supply cannot meet the demand? Shoots the price up. That's a literal law. Now, major silver producers are temporarily suspended their mining, and this is only going to get worse. And I think the Reddit short squeeze was a small glimpse into the future, but on a much larger scale. That was a 2-3 day thing, but APMEX was sold out, JM Bullion site shut down. I think that was a glimpse into what's going to come, but for good. You're not going to be able to find silver anywhere. The producers turn into consumers. The consumers turn into producers. The people like you and I that are buying the silver and holding it, that want the silver, will be selling it to the people that need it. They need it to make the newest, latest iPhone, the newest, latest Tesla, all this stuff. They need it. But if there's none of it, they're willing to pay any price. We could set the price to whatever we want, and they have to pay that price because they need it. We just want it. We don't need it. We want it. Producers turn into consumers. Consumers turn into the producers. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I thought this was a very good video for several different reasons. If you also want to check out this price forecast from FX Empire talking about why the silver markets scream higher, you can go ahead and do so as well. Like I say, do your homework. The link to these articles will be in the description. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Remember, make sure you're subscribed. Share this channel with friends and family because I got a lot more giveaways coming, right? The odds are still in your favor because I picked 6 winners last time. 43,000 subscriber giveaway coming soon. 45,000 subscriber giveaway coming soon. 50,000 subscriber giveaway. That's going to be a big boy. That's going to be a big one. I gave away $1,000 worth of silver when I hit 40,000 subscribers, but that one is going to be astronomical. So you got to be subscribed. Turn on post notifications because you do not want to miss any of those giveaways. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.